Thanks for joining us today. We're excited to talk about how to create library experiences inspired by your community. I'm Tara Rowe, Product Marketing Manager for OCLC Wise and Capira, and I'm joined by Ty Pierce, Product Manager for Wise. For years, I dreamed of starting my own kids' art studio, where kids from different areas with diverse backgrounds and experiences would come together and connect over a shared interest of creating art, where they'd have access to materials and instruction, were treated as equals with no financial barriers, where unexpected friendships could form and thrive. And then I started working at OCLC and learned about makerspaces in libraries. Mind blown. How did I not know about this? And in a broader sense, that's what libraries are, right? Places where anyone in the community, from different walks of life, have access to materials, services, and programs to connect, learn, and grow. I had many moments like this in my first months at OCLC. And in February 2020, like many of you, I attended PLA, and I had a chance to learn even more from you. I attended the general sessions, spoke with so many talented library leaders, and listened intently to librarians share community engagement talks at our booth, conversations about race and social justice, the opioid epidemic, and how art can unite a community. And then 1 week after PLA, everything started shutting down. Early on in the pandemic, we regularly met with a group of remarkable public library directors from across the country. Some are customers, some not, to understand what issues were happening and how we might help, even if just to get them together to share and learn from one another. In these raw conversations, they talked about things like staff safety, how to continue to get materials to their communities and continue to engage them, and the digital divide. Then in late May, they talked of systemic racism, the protests happening in their cities, and how to host conversations in their communities. I've had a crash course, and what I've learned is that when faced with a challenge, libraries step up. Faced with so many unknowns, you figured out ways to continue getting services and materials to your customers, even innovating to overcome new challenges. It's truly remarkable. Having created the first community engagement system with OCLC Wise, OCLC is committed to understanding the needs of public libraries and creating solutions to meet those needs and to help increase engagement with your community. Today, we want to talk about some of them, our community engagement focused products that can help you amplify and expand what you're already doing, helping build on your momentum in this moment to make an even bigger impact. As restrictions lessen and everything more fully opens, in our webinar polls, overwhelmingly libraries have shared that they are planning to offer curbside ongoing. I bet you can think of many customers who would appreciate having the ongoing option to get the materials they need from their cars. This service also provides an opportunity to reach new customers who never realized accessing the library's many different resources could be so easy. It's convenient and empowers library users to schedule and pick up materials and receive alerts in ways that make sense for them, and delivers a flexible and seamless user experience from start to finish. Having this as an option creates more choice and convenience, while not adding additional work for your staff. It's a win-win. Instead of having to stop what you're doing to take care of a pickup order, a digital solution can manage the simple tasks of coordinating hold pickups, so you can help with complicated human moments that a digital solution can't replace. Kapira Curbside is simple to offer since it's affordable and easy to manage. It's intuitive and integrates with any ILS. And while we might be starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, having a contactless experience can help give staff and library users peace of mind. I've loved seeing the addition of Take and Makes being added to many library offerings. Remember my makerspace envy? With our latest update of Capira Curbside, your customers can easily add those to their curbside pickup orders. And you can customize, so they can let you know the reading level or book genre they prefer, or if they want you to curate a selection of books. The best part is it's flexible, so you can add any other offering, like summer reading program info, a kindergarten kit, whatever. It's a free form field, so your only limit is your imagination. Our latest update offers even more flexibility for your users and allow them to pick up items ASAP versus having to schedule a time. You can determine if you'd like to offer this as an option. And if you've determined that scheduling is not for your library and you'd like to offer your patrons a reservation-free pickup, our click and collect version of Capira Curbside allows you to do just that. No need for patrons to schedule a time. I don't want to forget to mention two of our other products that support community engagement. In talking with librarians during the past year, you've built some amazing community partnerships through the pandemic. One way to continue to grow those partnerships you formed or expanded during the pandemic is to use Museum Key to raise awareness of museums in your area. This benefits the partner organizations as well as the library and your community. It will help drive customer usage of their museum while being a service offered by your library, again, providing your users things that matter to them. In helping with the digital divide, some libraries have purchased hotspots so that their communities have the needed internet access for virtual school and applying for jobs. As more federal funding becomes available to help with this looming issue, an easy way to help coordinate sharing these devices would be through Lending Key. You're able to lend whatever you'd like, from cooking gadgets to video game systems to musical instruments and STEM kits. Again, whatever the needs and interests are of your community. We so often hear from libraries that they have to meet customers where they are. And now, that's on their phones. According to Pew Research, nearly all Americans own a mobile phone, and 90% of their mobile time is spent in apps. We want to support you and help you reach more users. Kapira Mobile brings the library to life in the hands of users. It's a custom library app that strengthens relationships between you and your community, your collections and services, wherever they are. Communication options and a personalized interface encourage active and meaningful engagement, helping you meet evolving user expectations. Creates an authentic digital extension of the familiar library experience, from searching your catalog, reserving materials, to renewing a library card. And robust customization means your library brand is always front and center. But not just your brand. One of the things that this app does differently than other library mobile apps is that it offers customization beyond compare. You can personalize the experience with a custom interface and align your main page categories with your library goals. Library users can choose what they want to see and do, including the option to receive event reminders and other information they care about. Push notifications with strategic marketing messages, social media integration, and events promotion make Capira Mobile an effective communication tool to support library goals that users will appreciate. A wide range of reports provide an in-depth view into acquisitions, user engagement, and outcomes of objectives you've set to track success, and allow you to make any necessary adjustments. With ongoing COVID-19 concerns and libraries in various states of reopening, this app enables libraries to offer choice and convenience for people who want to engage with the library without visiting a physical location. When in the library, they can pull up their digital library card on their phone versus digging for a physical ID. Access maps to locate books independently with Stack Map integration, and the self-checkout functionality allows them to check out materials on their own without having to come into contact with staff or touch any freestanding checkout machines. With our latest update of the app, we now offer a carousel to display your curated lists, RFID for self-checkout, as well as Museum Key and Lending Key integration. And now I'll hand it off to Ty, who will provide some additional perspective and share a little bit about OCLC Wise, our community engagement system.
Thanks, Tara. As Tara mentioned, I'm Ty Pierce, Product Manager for OCLC Wise, and I've been lucky enough to work closely with so many incredible libraries the past few years, talking at length about community engagement. We've held panel discussions, we've convened leaders in the field, and listened to librarians to understand the challenges they face. We recently held a community engagement panel with two library directors and a library marketing consultant. Each of them had to make significant pivots during COVID, and they were happy to share their lessons learned and what they thought the future of community engagement looks like. If you didn't attend, I encourage you to check out the recording on our website. There were so many interesting perspectives and ideas that came out of that discussion. It's well worth a watch. Even before COVID, public libraries were in need of new ways to connect with their communities. Many felt stretched by this, and many also felt traditional ILS systems were restricting their effectiveness and holding them back. One thing we've learned is that the pandemic has exposed faults across all aspects of our society. For public libraries, the depth and breadth of community engagement is one of those things. For libraries at the start of their community engagement journey, it became quickly apparent that community engagement isn't just a line item on your to do list, it is a vital and expanding aspect of all library operations. And for libraries that already took it seriously, the pandemic has spotlighted how much more impact they could have with the right systems. This work is now more important than ever. As you continue to put your community at the center of everything you do and think about ways to expand your engagement and how this work is part of every aspect of what you do, you need a system that supports and uplifts that effort. Wise is a community engagement system that combines the power of customer relationship management, marketing, and analytics with ILS functions. It empowers data driven decisions across those functions. Wise brings together all the tools you're already using, like marketing engagement, program registration, ILS functions, discovery, and reporting, all into one holistic system that's driven by data. And it gets smarter over time, so you can make more informed decisions. It has everything you expect from an integrated library system, but it puts customers first, empowering your staff to focus time on the needs of the community. With traditional systems, the concept of a card catalog is the center of that universe. They evolved from that, and they're still bound by that. Wise is fundamentally different from traditional library management systems. It's designed around people, both library users and library staff, with the goal of delivering great public library experiences and enabling libraries to evolve as their communities evolve. In many ways, Wise unlocks your library's potential to anticipate community needs and reach people more effectively. The core of the system is the evidence based collection management capability. It's simple, but it's powerful. Essentially, it pulls community usage information to inform library purchase decisions. Wise reimagines circulation and acquisitions as both the input and output of a library's community engagement. Just for the sake of this example, imagine that your library is like an assembly line. Things happen every day. You purchase new items for your collection, people check things out, you have events, etc., etc. But are all of these activities being recorded and then used to help you evolve your library as your customers' wants and needs change? And are you able to make decisions based on that data? As a customer, walking into the building, do I see myself in the library? Do I see my interests, my needs represented on your shelves and in your programs and services? Does your collection, your library, encourage people to keep coming back and to be your advocate? Now imagine the same thing. Things happen every day. You purchase new items for your collection, people check things out, you have events, but now it's with a system that's designed around people. So, this activity happening in your library is recorded and used where appropriate to drive how your collection changes, inform activities and what programs you focus on, and provide data to help make decisions about how you use your spaces to ensure the best results that make sense for your community. Wise goes beyond optimizing the collection. It evolves with the community because it's based on how people use your collection and your library. And this can be transformative. Along with your expertise, the system guides you with weekly advice and the simple steps you need to get there. Again, the system gets smarter over time and trends turn into effective change. Some small, some big. But everything is driven by the community. So when people come to the library, they have a personal, meaningful experience. And that's what people are used to, getting resources, services, communications that matter to them. Wise also includes a fully integrated marketing component that's available from any device. It gives you the tools to actively engage your community with information they want. It helps you turn communications into relationship building. And as you well know, your community members don't just want information, they want you to engage with them and build a relationship with them. And experts say engaged customers tend to be advocates and are more loyal. The marketing component gives access to the right data to create meaningful communications to the right people. It makes it easy to create more personalized experiences by giving people the information they want. Wise helps libraries understand preferences and interests of customers and supports personalized engagement that gets the right message to the right people at the right time. It provides an effective foundation to streamline operations while also encouraging and inspiring library staff to have more impact where it matters most to them, their customers, and their community. So I've had a lot of fun and learned so much over the past few years working with our incredible early adopters to continue to evolve Wise. They've been critical partners in the ongoing development of the Wise platform and a huge inspiration for myself and our entire OCLC Wise team. With each of these libraries, we often talk about community engagement as a mindset. It's not just a set of actions or a marketing campaign, it needs to be woven into the fabric of your library. During the implementation process, our team works closely with the library on change management. Adopting any new system involves a lot of change, and we put together a workshop with one library to dive into that change process. I went into the session thinking about the changes staff would experience as individuals. But what impressed me was how quickly they turned their focus outward. Instead of focusing on their own experience, they started asking, how can I help other staff become a positive part of this change? Which quickly evolved to, how can we help our customers, our community, make the most of this change? They recognized it as an opportunity to leverage change for the better, and they stepped up to ask how they could maximize this opportunity for the people they help day in and day out. That altruism, that outward focus is such a core strength of your staff. How do we tap into that? How do you leverage technology to maximize that? It's that desire, that two-way street of the library and the community working together, evolving together. It's a beautiful thing, and it's the reason behind Wise. As libraries get comfortable with the day to day operations and start expanding their use of Wise, we see this take many different forms. Some use the evidence based collection management we mentioned to streamline those workflows and tailor their collections without relying on external systems. Others dive into marketing, using the system to send newsletters and automated campaigns that just aren't possible with other systems. Each action is another step forward in that community engagement journey. For our libraries, they each chose Wise for different reasons. They wanted to become more customer focused. Some are tired of importing and exporting data across multiple products just to perform basic functions. Others looked at their own strategic direction and asked, who are the right partners to help us become the library our community needs us to be? And chose OCLC and Wise to be that partner. But one common thread running through each library is a desire to help others, not just their staff and their communities, but to help other libraries. They see Wise and their collaboration with OCLC as a way to build a successful future together for all public libraries, and we're proud to be part of that future. I'm going to turn it back over to Tara to finish up our session.
Thanks, Ty. It's been fun to be a fly on the wall and watch these libraries engage, build relationships, learn from one another, help us prioritize upcoming product developments, and give their ideas and reactions to our ideas. It's a pretty awesome thing to be a part of. I can also honestly say that I have never been part of a cross-functional team that is as passionate about helping public libraries as our WISE team, many of whom were librarians at one point themselves. From the sales team to our solution strategists, who make sure to get answers ahead of purchase, to our implementation team, who is dedicated to each library's success, and also rocked 5 virtual launches this past year, to training and documentation, who make sure everyone is ready to go at launch time. And then Ty and I get to partner closely with a dedicated customer success manager to ensure you're getting the most out of Wise ongoing, and an awesome customer service team to help out with any issues after launch. Just like you, at OCLC, we're thinking about how you engage with your community and talking to libraries constantly to inform new products or enhancements to support your needs. We've also dedicated a section of our website to share resources with you, as well as a way for public libraries to share their ideas with one another. And we've launched a new social campaign, #EngagedLibraries, to invite you to share ideas, highlight impactful programs and partnerships, and celebrate breakthroughs and the people who make them happen. We want this to be a space for you to be inspired and inspire other libraries around the nation. Help us grow the conversation by posting your stories and inspiring others. We'd love to help you continue the momentum to have even greater impact in your communities. Please reach out to learn more at oclc.org for more information on any of the products we highlighted today. Kapira Curbside, Museum Key, Lending Key, Capira Mobile, and OCLC Wise, or visit our website. It's been a year, and because it can't ever be said enough, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for stepping out of your role to offer hidden talents and figuring it out, even when it seemed impossible. You never once took your eye off of your mission to support your community. Thank you for all that you do each and every day.